For sure. I mean, there are so many great festivals. Everything has something very different to offer. Obviously, we want to make the world a smaller place as regards horse racing, but we want to celebrate its diversity as well. You're not going to get the same experience here as you get in Melbourne, as you get in Del Mar or Santa Anita, as you're going to get at Epsom, as you're going to get at Royal Ascot. Each have their own character. They are as much cultural experiences as they are sporting experiences, and I think that is something if you enjoy experiencing other cultures, then whether you're a racing fan or not, horse racing is something that can take you all over the world, and it can be a completely immersive experience. So yeah, of course I would. Started off in Miami about 3 weeks ago for the Pegasus World Cup. I was in Doha for the Amir Sword last week, and then here in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia this week, then back to the UK for racing there, and then moving on to Bahrain for their final meet of the season, the King's Cup, then back to the UK for the Cheltenham Festival, then through to the Grand National meeting in April, and then after Easter we go to the Key Guineas Trials at Newmarket, coming to you in Hong Kong for the FWD fixture. Then we fly from Hong Kong to Kentucky for the Kentucky Derby, and then back to the UK to cover the big equestrian event, the Badminton Horse Trials, back to the US to do the Preakness Stakes at the end of May, and then we'll be building up to the Epsom Derby beginning of June, and then there'll be Royal Ascot after that, and we have the Belmont Stakes in between, and then Royal Ascot after that back in England. Then we're looking at the July Festival, the Haskell, Monmouth Park back in the US, and then after that, where am I going after the Haskell? King George at Ascot, then Glorious Goodwood, of course, then a little bit of holiday time, and then the Ebor Festival at York, and then when we get deeper into September, we'll be looking at that international circuit again, so the California Crown in Santa Anita, the Fall Stars fixture at Keeneland, the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe at Longchamp back in France. We'll be back to Ascot for British Champions Day, and then after that we'll be going to Breeders' Cup at Del Mar, and then Del Mar to Melbourne for the Melbourne Cup, and then Melbourne back to Bahrain for the Bahrain International Trophy, and then back to the UK to start the beginning of the jump season again at Cheltenham, and then back to Hong Kong for the Hong Kong International in December, and then back home, and that's it pretty much. What have I left out?